right, Mr. Welch, there's been a motion to revoke your probation filed in this case. You have the right to have an attorney represent you in this matter. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, I'll appoint one. You know what you want to do with regard to an attorney?
I do not. I don't know what I want to do. I really want to get this over and done with. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, I was doing a little calculations here, and it looks like from what we were able to glean, you have 33 days left to serve. Do you just want to stipulate to having violated probation and do the rest of your time? Is that what you're telling me?
I will do that, yes, sir.
All right. There's a waiver of attorney form there. The jail.
You're talking of dealing with the probation stuff, sir.
You don't want to do probation anymore.
Yes, sir. I'm done with it.
I get you. That's fair. All right. Like I said, if you, I don't know if I've told you this, you have the right to have an attorney, and if you want to have an attorney represent you, it's no cost up front to you. Okay, you understand that? All right. Does anybody promise you anything or threaten you with anything to get you to waive your right to an attorney? All right. Did he already sign that?
Yes, he did, Your Honor.
All right, I'll find that you've knowingly, willingly, voluntarily waived your right to an attorney. You can contest the allegations that you violated probation at a hearing in an open court. Do you understand that? And it's the state would have to prove that you violated probation by a preponderance of the evidence. Do you understand that? Okay. And you also could present testimony and other witnesses at this hearing if you wanted to, either representing yourself or with an attorney. Do you understand that? All right. If you go ahead and admit to violating probation, I could revoke your probation and remand you to serve your sentence. Do you understand that? That's and you really just don't want to do probation anymore anyway. So that's what you're asking me to do?
Done. I'm done doing probation.
Done. Okay. Gotcha.
I just want to get this over and done with.
All right. So let's go through the allegation. I'll find that you've knowingly, willingly, voluntarily waived your rights. I'll accept your waiver and allow you to represent yourself here. The allegations are that you used methamphetamine while on probation. And
That's the reason why I didn't want to be on probation anymore. Because I know I'll do that.
you know you're going to do that. You don't want to try any treatment or inpatient treatment or anything?
I don't think it'll work because I've tried it before, and every time I'm in, I go right back to go drugs. You know, I do drugs every time, and always never got past anything.
Yeah. Just the urge is too strong.
Yeah,
Have you done inpatient treatment?
I tried, but every time I tried, I couldn't get to them.
Okay.
I mean, I was in the middle of going to home care when I think had to get I got they told me I had to come back here. I was going the same day I went to my probation officer. I was going into treatment through home care. But they provoked me before I got a chance
You never got to ComCare? You never got into the program?
to. They didn't give me time to actually get into it enough time. I mean, I was trying to get into it that day. I got brought back here.
Okay. All right. Well, it's alleged that you used methamphetamine on July 27th. To that allegation of using methamphetamine around that time frame, do you admit or deny?
I admit it.
Same allegation for August 31st, admit or deny?
Admit it.
And same allegation for October 26th, and it's amphetamine on this one, admit or deny?
I will admit it.
Well, I find that you've admitted to the violations, I'll find you violated probation as alleged. I could order you, if there was treatment available, I could order you delivered to there, and so there wouldn't be any issue.
From getting
Take you there from the jail. I got that.
it, helped, I'd be probably better off out there, but I don't know where to go all the time.
Well,
I tried, like I said, I tried to get into comp there and they provoked me before I even got to get into it.
yeah. Have you ever just been delivered there from the jail?
No. No, I haven't.
Okay.
They made me do it all by myself. That's the hardest part, is going to these places, knowing you're going to not stop, you know? It's hard to do it when you know for a fact you're out there trying to do this yourself and can't do it because you already know you're going to go out there and do the dope and stuff like that. All this medicine. I mean, I knew I was going to probably get back into it, but I didn't want to. But it's hard to not to when people bring it to you.
Okay. Who's your, let's see, I know your probation officer is, it's David Beveridge. Just hang on a second.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Mr. Beveridge and Mr. Marcinski for joining us on very short notice. Mr. Welch, I went over with him his rights. I thought this is a first appearance. He's been arrested. It's a motion to revoke probation. He did not want anything to do with an attorney. He wanted to just serve the rest of his sentence, which we believe is, from checking with the jail, is 33 days left. I went ahead and he waived his right to an attorney. I accepted that. He stipulated to violating the probation as alleged. Was doing disposition, asked him if if he wanted to do inpatient. He says that's never worked, and he said he never could get there. He just couldn't get off the drugs. And I asked him if he's ever been delivered to the inpatient treatment. I don't even know it's available, but I asked him if he ever just was brought there from the jail. He said no. I asked him if he's interested in it. He says he is, and so I thought I would get everybody else involved here on disposition. I guess I should ask Mr. Beveridge, do you think, is there a inpatient his underlying charge is possession of drug paraphernalia, class B misdemeanor. Is there any way to get him in inpatient treatment that's doable, or has that been done? What's the track record on that, Mr. Beveridge?
Well, Judge, I do know that Mr. Welch he's really struggled. We've really struggled to even get him into inpatient. I can't remember if that was one of the allegations or not off the top of my head, but I do know that attendance was a big issue.
Inpatient attendance?
No, I'm sorry. I may have said inpatient, outpatient.
Yeah.
Inpatient. Yeah, I think that would definitely serve him better.
He said he absolutely cannot stay off the methamphetamine. So that made me think of inpatient. And I don't know if it's this case or other cases. He says that's never really worked because something about ComCare not accepting him or him not getting there. I'm not sure what he was saying exactly, but I thought maybe I'd look into whether or not inpatient was an option for him.
I've always had a hard time getting to inpatient or outpatient groups like that. It's always been hard for me.
Yeah, well, outpatient's obviously off the table with you. I was just questioning whether inpatient was available. And
Judge, if you want to, I mean, if he's okay staying in custody until we can get him an evaluation.
and he admits that's the only way it'll work.
Okay. I can do the referral and have Summer Mental Health go out there and see if he qualifies, and we can go from there if that's what you want to do.
All right. Well, I need to hear from the state, Mr. Marcinski. What do you think?
Judge, I don't have any objection to, honestly, anything that's been said here. Based on the nature of the allegations, it would be the state's position. I'd like to see Mr. Welch get better and get into treatment. So if there is an inpatient treatment bed, I'd be very supportive of getting him there. Honestly, logistically and practically, if he only has 53 days left and he wants to serve his time, that also is reasonable. So
33 is what I think we have, and that was, I don't know how Megan figured that. I think we talked to the jail, but
I know several times we've done kind of a revoke and remand thing and then release him, commute his sentence if inpatient becomes available. I mean,
yeah. To me, the only way this works for Mr. Welch's history and from what he believes is true about himself, and I believe he's right, is he would really just have to go directly from the jail to the inpatient because the urge is too strong and he knows he can't beat it. So that's it. So, okay. Mr. Welch, what I'm going to do is revoke you and remand you to serve your sentence. Okay, there's 33 days, and what I'm going to order the probation office to do is seek a referral and see if they can get you into inpatient before that 33 days is up. If that becomes available, I'll order your probation reinstated for a period of 1 year with the same terms and conditions as before, plus the special condition that you successfully complete the inpatient treatment program.
How long will the treatment be for?
Mr. Beveridge?
It's usually 28 to 30 days, somewhere around there.
I could probably do that. I hope.
Yeah. And, you'll be getting credit for your sentence when you're in the inpatient treatment facility. So in essence, you're going to be done. I'm just trying to give you a tool. If you want help, here it is.
I would love to have the help.
Okay. We're going to try. We're going to try to get the referral. If he gets it, Mr. Beveridge, just notify the court and Mr. Marcinski and Mr. Welch, and we will, I'll get the order, ordering the sheriff to deliver him to the inpatient treatment facility. There will be no intermediate period where you could be, back on the street and not get to your inpatient treatment or use the drugs before you get there. And
Yes.
then maybe this helps.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
And Judge, just for clarification, we're not doing an extension once he's done with inpatient treatment. He's off probation or?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he has 33 days. If he somehow leaves the program before, he'll have to finish up in jail to finish up the 33 days. That's over your head. So, you can't just leave.
I understand that, sir. I'm not one to leave.
Patient, it's like you can't leave. No more than you can leave. It's probably easier to leave than it is the jail. I hope so anyway. But if you leave, they're going to come get you and you're going to be back in jail.
I really want this so bad.
Okay. I hope so. I hope it helps.
I hope it did too, Your Honor.
All right. All right.
Thank
we'll get an journal entry, sir.
Thank you very much.
I'll do the referral today, sir.
All right. Thank you. Good luck, Mr. Welch.
Thank you.
Thank you. Might as well. Oh, you left already. I was going to say might as well stay for the other two, but that's okay.
Do you need me any more, Judge?
I do not think so. There is one more probation violation. Maybe you stick around. I'll do
Okay.
state versus Marvin Waldron, 21 CR 119. That normally does not happen. So, what's that? Yeah, that's what it is.
Good morning.
Okay. Well, okay. All right. I don't have all the information that I had from Mr. Welch on you. It's the state versus Marvin Waldron, 21 CR 119. We don't have files by way of explanation. So we're kind of, because not sure why, but the state has the files, and so I can't get them anymore. So we work to get all the information we can, and I don't have everything here. But what I'm told here is that there's a motion to revoke your probation that's been filed. You have the right to have an attorney represent you in this matter. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you want to do with regard to an attorney?
I'd like to get appointed attorney.
All right. And it looks like you had Mike Brown before. He's no longer available on the appointment list. And it's been a while and I don't have access to my file, as I said, so you need to fill out another application for court-appointed attorney. If you'll give him the application, if you do qualify, I'll be appointing Austin Fallsgraf, and I'll be setting the matter over to this Thursday, November 16th at 2:30. Your bond is set at $20,000. You can post that cash or professional surety, which is a bondsman. There's a list of bondsmen there at the jail who can bond you out. Like I said, if you bond out, you need to be back in court November 16th at 2:30.
Is there any way that I can get a bond reduction, Your Honor?
Well, I'm kind of hamstrung here. I do not have the motion to revoke. Do you know what that is, Mr. Beveridge? What the allegations are?
I'm looking at it right now, Your Honor. If you just give me one moment, I can see. He's Chris Hollis is his probation officer on this case, it looks like.
If you could send us the affidavit to the court, the affidavit, that'd be nice.
Yes, sir. I'll have Mr. Hollis send that to Megan if that's okay with you.
That's perfect.
Your Honor, may I say one more thing? The biggest problem here is just me not being able to make it. I tried to get, they were trying to get me transferred. You would ask for the probation office to get me transferred to Wichita as soon as possible. That didn't happen. It took like maybe 3 months to get that done, and I wasn't able to make it here. That's the only reason why I'm here, is because I have not been able to make it to Wellington, Sumner County, to make it my probation. This is the main reason. It's the only reason why I'm here. I tried to make it. I was not able to make it. If I can get transferred to Wichita, I'd have no problem getting it over with, done with, paying my fines. I'd be able to get everything done. That's the only thing I need to get done, is just get transferred to Wichita.
What are the allegations? Do you know yet, Mr. Beveridge? You're on mute. You're muted. There you go.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I just texted Chris. He's going to send that to Megan, but it looks like, yeah, it does say in the notes here that he had transportation issues. And Judge, I can just tell you anecdotally, I've had Mr. Waldron for several years. He's been on with us, and it's always an issue with transportation with him. And I think that probably is what's going on here too.
Yeah, and then court's going to be an issue as well. I'm going to leave the bond where it's at. Set this over to November 16th at 2:30. Get that application filled out, and Mr. Fallsgraf will be appointed. All right, this hearing's concluded. One more. There it is. State versus Titus Edward, 23 CR 248. I think this is a new case, Mr. Beveridge. You can go ahead and get off if you want.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Titus, there's been a complaint sent out to the jail. Do you have that copy? Did anybody give you a copy of the complaint?
When I was looking, I was just wondering what it was.
Well, we sent it out there. Did anybody give you a copy of the complaint? It's a document that has your name on it. State versus Brandon Titus, says complaint on the top.
But what is this?
All right, that sounds like they're going to work on get you that. Count one, the only count of the complaint alleges theft of a 2004 GMC Yukon. Alleged stole that on September 10th, 2023. It's a level 9 felony, carries up to 17 months in prison as a maximum penalty. You have the right to have an attorney represent you on this matter. If you can't afford to hire an attorney, I'll appoint one. Do you know what you want to do with regard to an attorney?
Can I get an attorney?
Yeah, you can get an attorney. Do you want to hire your own, or do you want to apply for court appointed?
I'd like to hire my own, but I can go for the court appointed.
All right, if you want a court appointed, there's applications there. They'll give you one, fill it out. If you qualify, an attorney will be appointed to represent you. Your bond is $10,000. You can post that cash or professional surety, which is a bondsman. There's a list of bondsmen there at the jail who can bond you out. If you make that bond, like I said, you need to be back in court November 16th. I didn't tell you this yet, but you need to be back in court November 16th at 10 a.m. at the Sumner County Courthouse. All right, get that application filled out so we can get that processed.
Is there any way I can get that
postpone a little further because I've got court presented county the 22nd and the 27th, and I'm trying to deal with them at the same time. Can we push it maybe just December?
My experience with people that have multiple court dates is that there's a lot going on and they don't make court. So I might need to raise that actually.
Huh?
I'm gonna move that up to 20,000 cash professional surety. So if you make that bond, like I said, be back in court November 16th at 10 a.m. All right. Talk to your attorney about how to make a motion to lower bond. It's easier for them.
Why do we
Do you have any
wait?
more people at the jail?
No, Your Honor, that's it.
All right. Good luck. This hearing's concluded.